If you are thinking about using Zelle to send money, one of the first questions that naturally comes up is simple. How much does Zelle actually charge to send money? The short answer may surprise you, but there is more to it than a simple yes or no, and that is exactly what we are going to break down in this video. Zelle itself does not charge any fees to send or receive money. If you are using Zelle through a participating bank or credit union, Zelle does not take a percentage, does not add a transfer fee, and does not charge a processing cost. Whether you are sending $10 or $1,000, Zelle does not deduct anything from the amount you send. What you send is exactly what the recipient receives. However, this is where many people get confused. Even though Zelle does not charge fees, your bank still controls how Zelle works inside your account. Some banks may apply their own rules, limits, or conditions, and understanding these details can help you avoid surprises. Most major banks in the United States offer Zelle as a free service. Banks like Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Capital One, and many others allow customers to send and receive money with Zelle at no additional cost. For everyday users, this makes Zelle one of the cheapest and fastest ways to move money between bank accounts. That said, Zelle is not designed for international transfers. You cannot use it to send money outside the United States, and there is no option to pay extra to unlock international transfers. If you are looking for cross-border payments, Zelle is not the right tool, regardless of how much you are willing to pay. Another important thing to understand is Zelle's sending limits. While Zelle does not charge fees, it does have limits that vary by bank. Some banks allow you to send up to a few $1,000s per day, while others may allow much more. These limits are not fees, but they can affect how you plan your payments, especially if you are making large transfers. For example, if you are paying rent, paying a contractor, or sending money for a big purchase, you may need to split the payment across multiple days because of your bank's Zelle limits. This does not cost you money, but it does cost time, which is something many users overlook. Now let us talk about Zelle through the standalone app. If your bank does not support Zelle directly, you can use the Zelle app by linking your debit card. Even in this case, Zelle still does not charge a fee to send money. However, the limits are usually lower compared to using Zelle inside a banking app. Again, no fees but more restrictions. One area where Zelle can become costly is not through fees, but through mistakes. Zelle payments are instant and typically irreversible. If you send money to the wrong person, there is no guarantee you will get it back. This is not a fee, but it can result in a real financial loss. That is why Zelle strongly recommends sending money only to people you know and trust. Because Zelle transfers happen almost instantly, there is no paid option to speed up transactions. There is no premium version, no express fee, and no upgrade. Once you hit send, the money usually arrives within minutes, completely free. So why do people still ask how much Zelle charges? The reason is that many other payment platforms do charge fees. Services like wire transfers, international money apps, or even some peer-to-peer platforms may charge for instant transfers, currency conversion, or withdrawals. Zelle stands out because it avoids all of that by working directly between bank accounts. If you are choosing Zelle specifically to save money, it is one of the best options available for domestic transfers. There are no hidden fees, no service charges, and no monthly costs just for using it. As long as your bank supports Zelle, the experience is usually seamless and free. However, you should always check your bank's Zelle terms. While rare, a bank could apply account-related fees that are not directly caused by Zelle, such as overdraft fees, if you send money without enough balance. Zelle itself is not charging you, but your bank may still penalize poor account management.